The year was 218 BCE. The mighty Roman Republic stood at the height of its power, yet a new threat had emerged, one that would shake Rome to its core. That threat was Hannibal Barca, the brilliant Carthaginian general who had done the impossible. Defying the odds, he had led his army across the towering, snow-covered Alps, bringing war elephants and thousands of soldiers into the heart of Italy. Now he stood ready to challenge Rome's dominance. His first true test would come near the Trebia River in northern Italy. Opposing him was the Roman consul Tiberius Sempronius Longus. Sempronius had arrived with a large Roman army, believing that with superior numbers, he could crush Hannibal before the Carthaginians could establish themselves in Italy. But Hannibal was not a man to be outwitted so easily. Hannibal understood that brute force alone would not win him the war. The Roman army was powerful, disciplined, and well-equipped, but Sempronius was impatient. Hannibal decided to use that impatience against him. As dawn broke, Hannibal ordered his Numidian cavalry, expert horsemen known for their speed and hit-and-run tactics, to harass the Roman camp. The Numidians attacked swiftly, throwing javelins before retreating, taunting the Romans into action. The plan worked perfectly. Sempronius took the bait. Furious, the Roman general ordered his entire army to pursue the enemy immediately. His 16,000 Roman infantry, along with 20,000 allied troops, marched forward, leaving the warmth of their fortified camp behind. But Hannibal had timed his ambush with deadly precision. To reach Hannibal's army, the Romans first had to cross the Trebia River, and it was the middle of December. The waters were freezing, and the soldiers waded through, their armor growing heavy with cold. By the time they reached the battlefield, their limbs were stiff, their bodies shivering, and their energy drained. But there was no time to recover. Hannibal was waiting. As soon as the Romans emerged from the river, Hannibal struck. His battle-hardened infantry, including Libyans, Gauls, and Spaniards, charged forward, meeting the Romans head-on. Their bodies were warmed, well-fed, and prepared for battle, while the Romans were wet, cold, and exhausted. Then came the cavalry. Hannibal's Numidian horsemen and his powerful heavy cavalry smashed into the Roman flanks. Unlike the slow-moving Roman legions, the Carthaginian cavalry was swift and relentless. The Romans found themselves outmaneuvered, pushed back from all sides. But the final blow came from a force that the Romans never saw coming. Mago Barca, Hannibal's younger brother, had hidden 2,000 elite troops in the tall grass before the battle began. As the fighting raged on, they sprang from their hiding places and struck the Romans from behind. The battlefield turned into a nightmare for the Romans. They were now surrounded, attacked from all directions, and had no clear escape route. Chaos broke out in the ranks. The cavalry was overwhelmed, and the infantry began to collapse. Some Roman soldiers managed to break through the Carthaginian center and flee south, but most were cut down where they stood. By the end of the day, thousands of Roman troops lay dead on the battlefield, while others were captured. Hannibal had won his first great victory in Italy, proving that he was not just a skilled general, he was a master of warfare. The Battle of the Trebia was a devastating blow to Rome, but it was just the beginning of Hannibal's campaign.